Hello friends, welcome to Azure 204 Lab 12 Exercise 1. So here we are going to create the resources required for this particular lab. So here is the lab scenario. If you want, you guys can go through it one more time. And exercise 1, it says create and configure Azure resources. So let's go to the instruction page. Here we are. You can find the link in the video description. So I'll go and open Lab 12. Exercise 1. Task 1 says open the Azure portal. So for me, I am already here. You guys can just go and log in portal.azure.com. Now task 2, it says create an application insight resource. We go here and just type here application insights. Here, just click on this one. Click on add to create one. So here we need to fill these details. Okay, so let's go back to the portal. Now it says in the basics tab, leave the subscription as it is. Resource group, go and create one. Inside name, you can go and type like INST RM. Okay, so it's like inside resource manager. Okay, so just let me just go resource group. We want to create new one, and inside I'll call it as INS application inside RM, and then you guys can put your name. I'll put OK Azure. Location, I'll go and select East US, which is here, and resource mode. Okay, resource mode. It doesn't say anything about the resource mode, so I'll keep as is the default one, classic. Click on next. Now click on create. Okay, so here you can see your deployment is underway. Should not take much time. It's done so quick, right? Now let's go back to the portal. It says that in the Azure portal, navigate to your resource, monitor assets, go to your application insights account, and from there in the configuration category, select the properties link and copy the value of instrumentation key. Okay, so what I will do is, as I'm already here, let me just close this one. I'll go to resources, monitor assets, and from here, this is my application key. We need to copy the URL. So it's here, instrumentation key. So I'll copy and I'll paste this value in the notepad. strm key, and here it is. Okay, so let's go back. Here we are done with task 2. Now next one is create a web app by using Azure App Service resources. So we'll go and we'll create a web app. So I'll simply go here. Let me close everything first. And I'll type here web app. Let me just open web app. So we need to create a new one. Now we need to fill all these details to create a web app in Azure. Okay, so let's go to the portal. And here in the from the basics tab, subscription, leave as it is. Resource group, go and select monitor assets. And here we need to give the application name, which is SMP API, and then your name. Publish code.NET Windows East US and click on create. Okay, so let's go and create a new application. Resource group will go and select monitored. Web app name SMP API, and I'll give as OK Azure. You guys can put your name. Code, I have to select .NET 3.1 Windows. Location, I'll go and select East US. Windows plan, we need to have a plan. So let me just go back, create a new plan called monitored app. So I'll go and create a new plan, click on OK. Size, I'll leave as is, click on monitoring. Okay, so here is the important part. Now from the monitoring tab, we'll enable the application insights. Click on yes, select instrument RM, and then review. Okay, so this is very important. We need to create one application insight. By default is yes. From the drop down, I'll go and select this one, the one which created earlier, your application insights account. Okay, and now click on next, review plus create. Everything is fine here. I'll go and create. So now here we are creating our web app. You can see here development is underway. It should not take much time. So it's done now. You can see here your deployment is complete. Let me close. Let's go back to the portal. So here we are. Okay, done until here. Now In the Azure portal, we need to go to resource group, which is this one. Need to go and select your web app that we created just now. Go to the configuration link, and from there in the configuration section, select application settings tab, select show values. To get these secrets associated with your API, find the value corresponding to application insight underscore instrument key. Okay, perfect. So what I will do is, let me just go back to the portal. Resource groups. Here it is. Look for web app. This one, not this one. Here it is. App service. Now from the configuration section, okay, application insight instrument key. Click on this particular values, right? So if you match this value with whatever you copied earlier, right? So it is same, right? So basically here we have automatically linked our application insights account with our web app. Okay, and settings, from the app service in the settings category, select the properties link and record the value of the URL. Okay, we also need to copy the URL. So I'll go to properties under settings, which is here, and I'll copy the URL. Here it is, copy, and I'll paste. This is my web app URL. Okay, so here we are done with task 3 as well. Now task 4, it says configure web app auto scale option. So for that we need to go to the app service blade in the settings category and select scale out option. Okay, so let's go there first. The scale out option, here it is, app service plan. Okay, now let's go back. So in the scale out section, select custom auto scale setting name. Let's enter this one. Compute scaler, resource group, monitor assets, scale mode, scale based on a metric, minimum 2, maximum instance limit 8, default will keep 3, and select add a rule. Okay, so we'll come to the rule later. Let's go and complete and clear, right? So what I will do is application settings name, compute scaler, resource group, monitor assets, scale based on metric, so minimum 2, maximum 8, and default 3. Now add a rule. In the scale rule pop-up dialog, leave all the boxes set to their default values and select add and click on save. So it's here, add a rule. So we need to keep everything as is and simply click on add. Now save. Okay, now let's understand this thing, instance limit, what it says. So basically, like for example, minimum, it means your application, when there is no traffic or no load, your application would be running on 2 different instances. So that is your minimum count of instances. Maximum, when you have heavy traffic or huge number of hits, then your application will be automatically scaled to 8 instances. So your same application will be deployed on 8 different instances, right? And default, it will have 3. So like there is nothing, it will keep 3 instances running. Okay, so this is what it says. We need to click on save. I already saved it. Let's go back to the portal. Okay, so here we are done with the exercise 1, and here we created the resources that you will use for the remainder of the lab. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.